Melanie with a new episode of BUI, Baking Under the Influence. And this is the first episode since marijuana was legalized in Canada. So that's a cool thing, which I'm really glad that happened. But like, are y'all releasing the people that were in jail for weed? That's what I want to know. Okay, so today we are going to be baking cinnamon rolls from an episode of Binging with Babish, the show that my boyfriend loves. So if Babish, is that the guy's name? Babish, if you see this, please send Ethan some love. So yeah, we're making cinnamon rolls. In the recipe, we need 3 ounces of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 ounces of butter, 1 egg, zest of 1 lemon, 16 ounces bread flour, but I'm just going to use regular all-purpose flour, a packet of instant yeast, 8 ounces of buttermilk, half cup of white sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So let's get to it. So we got the sugar, salt, and butter, and we are going to mix this up. The butter's a little hard. We'll just have to mix it faster. Okay, so I totally fucked up. I put in 1 whole teaspoon of salt instead of half a teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this again. That's okay, guys, things happen. And the salt, I think, isn't as room temperature as it was supposed to be, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and mix that even faster. Okay, so we got 1 egg there, and now we're going to zest 1 lemon. And I'm just gonna leave it at that because we don't want these to be lemon cinnamon rolls, but enough for it to bring some like bright flavor. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix on medium-high for 2 minutes. Okay, so we have flour, yeast, and buttermilk in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up. Okay, so now I've taken the paddle attachment off and attached a dough hook. Now we're trying to knead this thing. "10 minutes on medium speed, KitchenAid stand mixer, do your thing." Okay, so that dough was actually way too wet for me to do anything with it, so I actually went and bought some more flour because I ran out, and I kneaded it, and now I'm just putting it in this oiled bowl, and we're going to cover it in plastic wrap and let it chill for 2 hours, or sit for 2 hours. Thank God it doesn't have to go in the fridge because there's no space in my fridge. Okay, now I have the risen cinnamon roll dough. Ooh, a little oily. I'm gonna take it out. It says to knead it for about a minute so that all the air comes out. And this dough is just looking beautiful. Okay, now, who's your daddy? I am going to roll out the dough to about 14 times 18 inches. Okay, so I've rolled the dough to about 14 by 18 inches. Not really, but we'll make it work. And now I've got the white sugar, cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and I'm just gonna mix that up. Okay, so I got my mixture of white sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon, and I'm just going to, oops, there's a little bit of butter wrapper there. I'm gonna sprinkle it over my dough. I love looking over at Cinnabon, and you see people spreading this mixture on dough. I always wanted to work at Cinnabon because they just do this all day. It's probably like super relaxing and cool. Okay, so I've sprinkled my mixture over my dough, and now I'm going to attempt to roll this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna trim about 1 inch on either side. Ooh, I don't know how to make that nicer. Okay, there. So where is 1/2? And then I'm going to cut all the pieces. Oof.
Maybe don't use the bread knife.
Okay. Okay, so now I have these cinnamon rolls. I'm going to place them in my baking dish. And they're supposed to have 1/2 inch apart. I think that should be good. Okay, and I'm going to put my rest in another dish. So now I'm going to proof these. I've covered them with cling wrap, and I'm going to proof these for 90 minutes.